My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slice and Dice, a daily time. One of the episodes was late by 3 hours, but I still had many more episodes recorded behind it. I just hadn't made the thumbnail yet. It's daily style. Let's get this sword on our fighter here to help take care of the rat, wolf, and rat. Incoming, we also have a thief that does have some range attacks as well as 2 damage on each other side, so we should just settle for 2 damage on the thief here. The squire, your best side, honestly, is probably take the damage away from the mage that would otherwise be taking in this instance. Okay. Easy turn right there. The OST that you're hearing in the background is again the Into the Breach OST by Ben Prunty. I don't really want to sacrifice anyone in fight 1. Also, I don't need to lock a single damage on the fighter. It's their worst space. Each of you could defend yourself with just what you've rolled there, and you'd be pretty comfortable having done so. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Hang on, actually, is it more efficient to do that in a different way? No. Breakpoints are the same if I do that, or if I try and just flare one of them instead. I mean, I'm best off just flaring one. We'll flare the one that is not going to be attacking armor. All of this, a little more than needs to be done at this point, right? We'll kill the rat regardless. This is not too much of a problem. What we really do want to do at this point is just become familiar with the different sides that we have available on these different characters so that we can start thinking about the characters that might synergize particularly well with them, as well as the items that might synergize particularly well with them. So shield to focus is a keyword that we don't see too often. Focus is 2 times the effect when it is against the target of the previously used dice this turn. They also have 1 damage focus. We also have some vitality and cleave here on the acolyte. Mage is pretty default for us. Oh, right, finish the enemy. Forgot about that. Well, here we go, right? What better reason to be familiar with all of the other kinds of attributes that we have here than the pickup of the ninja, who has 1 damage copycat sides. Copycat says copy all keywords from the previously used dice this turn. So if we used a acolyte heal, cleave, heal 2 of our members on our body, well, 3 of our members on our body if we're using it ideally, and then the ninja suddenly cleaving with this attack instead. That's pretty good, but as our other characters level up, we're going to be able to choose things that are going to more usefully synergize with this copycat effect. One of my favorite things to do with it, no, hang on, I'm just talking too much, click the thing, we'll see it if it happens. There's some cool stuff that can happen. Baby, that's not it. Heal 2 Vitality is probably one of the best spaces for the Acolyte at this point, unless I wanted to try and go for a double AoE strat against the Archer, but like, actually no one else has access to AoE in the party. Roll. I can push this knowing that the Squire is going to be safe regardless. Okay, so Fighter defends the Squire, and then the Squire defends themselves with Shield 2 Focus, so it shields for 4, because it was the previous target. However, Ninja is not actually going to be able to get any extra damage out with the Focus there. I can't give that Vitality, I don't think. Yeah, I wouldn't want to give a max HP to the enemy anyway. But I guess it's a better idea that I get more information here, where it's available. Goblin on top line trying to take down that mage. Oh, that's damage, though. I have it on good authority, the damage is good. Okay. If I attack the goblin on the top side, then the Squire's focused attack will kill that goblin. Then all I have to do is have the ninja and a single burst murder the goblin on the bottom side. We've got a single archer remaining who will flee. Coin. +1 to the leftmost side, but cannot be locked. Or reagents. Replace the 2 right sides with blank and heal regen 1. Heal regen 1 is good. Oh, it's very powerful, especially this early on when damage numbers are relatively small on enemies. not being able to lock for a 3 damage double use on that coin on the ninja is a little, oh boy. I really wish I could get that here for us. I almost want to push it for a random tier 1. Big heart. Replace the middle left side with heal 5. That makes it a little easier for us to take things like pain. So if we happen to see the fighter upgrade, not into Ruffian, because Ruffian's the level 1 fighter alternate, but if we see them upgrade in the direction of Crusader or Barbarian, we can more easily account for that. Probably not Crusader, right? That's the level 3 character. We're probably not going to be running a level 1 trinket by that point. The mage would also have a reasonable time turning into a cultist here. I guess also if we had a defensive class here in the Squire that was mainly redirecting attacks to themselves, having a big heal might also be a reasonable idea. I'm trying to find ways this doesn't feel so bad, because right now it's taking one of the sides that the Acolyte can roll on turn 1, heal 2 and Vitality, and turning it into a side that is garbage for me. Because heal 5 on turn 1 doesn't do anything unless someone died last combat, or I have self-damage to really be able to utilize it, you know? Incredible roll there, Ninja. I'm so glad that I have the ability to lock that. Again, Acolyte, I have to be realistic with her rolls on the first round. Ooh, redirecting the attack to yourself, Squire. Love it. 1 damage here is very similar to 2, which is I need to get past the rat, so I need to do 3 damage to it, 2 from the ninja, any amount from the fighter, and then another attack goes against an archer. That should be against you, I suppose. There we go. Only 2 archers left on the field, and we are ready for them. We could not be more well prepared. Oh, baby. Ninja just kills them both with the 2 damage double use. Incredible work. Baby! Oh, if there's not juice in this orange. This is the Scrapper upgrade. It's actually the one that I'm least interested in here. The Fae, however, is below them. 2 left sides that have 1 damage weaken. I love getting a weaken relatively early on because you get the ability to do things like nullify a summon from an alpha wolf, or a demon, or an imp, or, you know, all the things that do with the summon, and also the AoE effects that weaken an entire party. I can't remember their names. I know the names are a reference to Discworld, I think. Thank you to the comment who made me aware of that. I do need to go and, let's be real, I'm not going to read all of Pratchett's work. I need to go and listen to the audiobooks at some point. But I digress. Back to the video game at hand. There's a lot of very interesting keywords on the thing the Fae is going to have here. They have heal 1 boost, target gets +1 to all sides this turn, so that's a really good way to get the ninja to also have 3 damage Ws. They also have heal 1 mana gain, which the ninja can take over. The copycat will accept mana gain. And 1 damage weaken, as I was saying, so damn useful against so many different enemies. We also changed our spell here to circle, add self-heal to allied sides this turn, deplete. I do feel a little bad about turning down the Scrapper, but if I want the Squire to be taking the damage themselves and redirecting it to themselves, we're not really going to be able to use the steal effects from the Scrapper. Although, I do have to say, the Scrapper is just so powerful. Like, they're always one of the largest effects on the field whenever I get them. I might go with the heal 5 over the Squire. No, actually, it's so difficult to utilize a heal 5 right now when, like, only one of our characters has more than 5 max HP. Also, the troll distributes damage. So we're looking for a weaken effect here. And, in fact, a second weaken effect, because the ninja just gets to weaken them as well. The copycat! I'm so glad that the things that we were talking about from, you know, minute 2 were immediately relevant. Oh, thrilling. Okay, I will weaken you twice. I'll do 4 damage after that, and then I'll hold on to 2 mana. In specific, talking about, okay, what keywords do we have across our party? What kinds of things can we think of possibly getting in the future? Getting the ninja and then immediately getting the Fae. Baby. Couldn't have written it better myself. Do I want the Fae to... Yeah, I guess, yeah, the Fae keeping the mage alive while generating a mana for us is still a pretty big effect here. Especially if the mage manages to also generate any amount of mana this turn. They totally do. Okay, I think I want the ninja's effect to focus rather than get us another mana. Oh, actually, it makes a difference. So if I attack here, I have enough mana to flare and burst. So that's a total of 7 damage, 8 damage, and then... Okay, yeah, we have the lethal that way. We probably also have the lethal the other way, to be honest, but... I spotted it this way. I'm just going to commit it this way. 2 of Hearts. At the start of each turn, self-heal 2 if you are on exactly 2. I think this is something that we could really get a lot of effect out of, and like will come in incredible clutch for us if we are very specific about how we utilize it. The fact that we have very small blocks, the ability to redirect damage, the ability to weaken enemies, very small heals, all of those kinds of things make it a lot easier to set up for this kind of effect. There's also the first aid kit, orange heroes only, replace the leftmost side with heal 3, cleanse, no thank you. So I think I put this on the Fae, and I think the main reason I do that is the Fae doesn't often defend themselves. They don't self-heal very effectively with the circle at all. They have relatively low max HP as a way to balance them out, and also they're one of our most impactful members on the board, so I want to keep them alive the longest. This barrel will deal 5 damage on death to the targets either side of it, killing both of the snakes, thankfully. So the Fae rolls boost. I do like boost. Mage rolls 2, I like 2. Do I like Copycat in the world where it rolled boost? Probably not. Boy. Not finding damage here, am I? Oh, that's less. Oh, that's less damage. That's not good. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, we're getting the poison. Oh, boy. Oh, buddy. I can do 4 damage to a target if I desperately go for it. And if I'm more lax about the whole thing, I can do the exact same. I don't think we necessarily do have to die here, but we do have relatively low damage when we're not just casting a bunch of spells. I should try and keep that in mind. Looks like the Squire is definitely going... Well, I mean, how am I going to heal all these characters? I'd have to be using Circle at this point, which makes it a lot harder to kill the barrel. Oh no, I can kill all enemies this round. Good. Whew, that's the way to do it. Money for nothing and chicks for free. I am going to begin the turn. So what are we looking for here? It's flare against this target. And then we buff the focus, and actually we didn't even need all of it. It's going to be completely fine. We had 2 damage left over at the very end as well. Hey, that Berserker turned up. And I have been complaining about not having access to large amounts of damage. I mean, yeah. The Seer certainly doesn't fix my problem. If I'm having difficulty with not having access to large amounts of damage, giving me the ability to save my mana rather than use it for damage is not what we're looking for. Save and invest in your mana. Foretell gives you 4 mana next turn. For 3 mana this turn. Gives you interest. I do like the AoE cleave on Berserker here, but it is very unreliable. In terms of the keywords that we would be offering to the ninja, offering Death Wish is probably useless. Offering Pain is less than useless. It's actively bad the majority of the time. Offering Cleave is pretty good, but not very common. Offering Single Use, very bad. poison single use is probably good enough in certain circumstances. And offering growth, fine. But, not immediately impactful. I think what we need right now is more immediate impact, and I think that was made very clear by the last round. I don't need it in this fight, because we're up against a slate and 3 illusions, so we just need 8 instances of 1 damage, but I guess hopefully we roll the AoE on the Berserker. That'd help justify this. I mean, if you roll 1 damage, you are going to get to play it. Oh my god. So there's the 1 damage cleave, and then copycat that word, 1 damage cleave, and then I'm gonna weaken you, and then I'm gonna focus on you. Incredible. Slate fleas. We'll let them. Golden thread. Oh! Yellow heroes only. Gain +1 to all heal, self-heal, and mana gain sides. So the only way that a yellow hero really gets those sides is if you give them to that character. So one way that would be accomplished here is with, I think we're getting into the realm where I'm starting to memorize things. It's gonna take a while. Bear with me. In just under 1,000 episodes, I still didn't manage to memorize everything about Slay the Spire. I think it's called Ornate Hilt, and I think it says all of your pain sides also self-heal, or... Oh, is it shield? It might be self-heal, but it might be shield. If it's self-heal, then, we get +1 to the pain sides, but is that actually that great? Golden Thread, I think, is kind of disappointing here. Or at least I don't know how to utilize it. Or what with at this point. Like, I could give them, both the big heart as well as the +1 to it, and they could have the ability to heal a target by 6, which is fine. Not really what you want your high damage class to be doing, though. Pure Heart Pendant. Replace the middle left side with heal 3, cleanse 3. I mean, it's not a bad thing to give to the Squire at this point. Having access to cleanse is nice, but I think I'm going to go with the random. Oh, Unholy Strength. Immune to shields, immune to healing, +1 to the middle row. +4 empty max HP. Okay, that's deeply appealing. The Seedling, replace the leftmost side with 2 damage growth. Not as much. Rusty Plate, replace the middle left side with blank. Okay. So replace the middle left side with blank, and then being able to replace that instead with also heal 5 is pretty good. Oh man. You know what? I have 2 considerations in my mind right now. Number 1, this actually looks really cool. I think I could utilize this in an interesting way. Number 2, I don't want to die in 18 minutes. Forgive me. All right. We got all the items. I must. So, the Fae needs to lose control of the 2 of Hearts, because they're not going to be able to heal, because I am giving them Unholy Strength. This is probably the most broken target that I can give this to at the moment, because they have the ability to heal a target by 2, as well as boost that side, or that target's sides by 2 this turn, as well as weaken targets by 2. In this, baby. Oh, that's going to be incredible. Then we also have the Rusty Plate for replacing the middle left side with blank, and then +3 max HP. So let's give that to the Squire, and then we'll replace the side they lost with the Big Heart. So they just get more max HP for us. Seedling's probably the least useful of these for us. +4 max HP to a character that doesn't utilize it, I guess. We'll give the +4 max HP to the Berserker. So we even have a target that we could possibly effectively heal on turn 1 with the Squire. I'm really excited about this. All right, let's do it. Ideally, I can take out that goblin with excess damage on the first round. It's a pretty good hit for the Squire. The Fae is being hit by, like, almost every target on the field. Even if I focus exclusively the bandit, I'm not going to be able to prevent that. Another weakened space seems good to me, though. The Berserker with the clutch roll! So the Berserker has rolled 6 damage, because it's +3, because they have Death Wish, because they are currently dying this turn, which now gives me access to a turn something a little like this. I mean, God, does the mage have to open up with that damage against that target? I think they do. Unless I use Burst? I could use Burst for that. Okay, I burst this goblin, and then I strike it with 6 damage Death Wish, making the bandit run away. The Fae hits the Cyclops with double weaken, significantly reducing the incoming damage, and then the ninja also has 1 weaken to share with that Cyclops. So we are gonna get all of those items, and we're just gonna absolutely make off like bandits. I'm so pleased. I mean, you know, these are pretty much worse sides for most people right now. Fae healing a target by 2 is always pretty good. Berserker, I don't want you to push and fail to do any damage this round, so you'll lock that. The only way to save Fae this round is to redirect from her with the Squire. That's another one of the reasons that Unholy Strength wasn't so terrifying to take, because I do have redirect plays. How do I do this? Because I could stun the Cyclops. That's just buff the Berserker strikes the Cyclops, and then the snake isn't even hitting because the ninja is going to dodge that entirely. Yeah. This gives me the largest amount of resources to continue playing with in the next turn. Largest amount of ways to meet the demands of the game at this point. That's good damage, I'll take it. Okay, so I am short. We are going to be losing the Fae. Okay. It happens. They're going to start the next fight on half health. Which is 2 for them. I wonder if I should do something about that. I guess it really depends to what targets I come up to in the next round. Depends on, rather, which targets we come up to in the next round. Yeah, that's good enough, because it's a single flare for the kill. Look, I did want access to large damage, so the Evoker turning up with the possibility, rather, of giving us 3 mana, 2 mana, or 1 mana, but the 4 damage drop that they do for 3 mana against the topmost enemy. That allows us to target characters that we otherwise might not be able to target because they would be behind people. This Warden is, you know, very large but very boring. I would prefer things to have more interesting effects here for us in that slot, whereas I can take something kind of more basic with a mage. Okay. Do I still like this whole organization I've got going on here? +4 max HP does not help the Fae here. Yeah, I guess. It does feel like the Fae just definitely dies if I do this, though. Because the enemies here do have AoE, but also when they die, they do an AoE effect. That said, being able to weaken the enemies by 2 is pretty huge as well. Maybe we just are comfortable with the possibility of the Fae dying and just try and get huge effect out of it before that happens. So there's Githa doing a 1 damage weaken cleave to our top line that I would love not to have to deal with. Also Agnes here doing a 1 damage AoE to everyone, and then McGraw is, oh boy. Real hyper focus on the ninja there in the top line. Please roll evasion, that would be incredible of you to do. Alas. So I can take that out. And then if the Squire redirects the attacks from the... Well, not from the Ninja, actually. I guess from the Berserker? We have the Ninja attack. It's not enough to keep the Ninja alive into the next round, unfortunately. That said, I do get to remove one of the targets from the field immediately. I only have 1 living target next round that will have any weakening on them. Is that the best that we can do here? I think it might be. Another way to approach this would be attempting to take out McGraw instead. Okay, that keeps the targets around on the field. Unfortunately, we do have the weaken still run out against multiple members of our party here, but it does spare our Berserker, and our Fae lives through the round. We also get the Evoker. I mean, look, it's not incredible. I'm not going to tell you it's incredible, but it's fine. I mean, 3 incredible sides for us. Oh boy, am I actually going to be able to push any damage with the last die? Nope. Yeah, I can't do 7 damage, so I can't take a target out. Ugh. Yikes. Gonna move Githa close to death rather there. Evoker, if you would like to roll mana at any point, I will be there for you. I will help. And Ninja's not dying this round, that's not gonna help him. Basically, we just need the 2 damage side from the Ninja if possible. Bugger. So Agnes does the 3 damage to the topmost enemy. So if I get you evasive, and then we destroy her, the Ninja on the top manages still to dodge. And now I'm just looking for 1 damage next turn to hit Githa. I'd rather keep the Berserker alive here than the Evoker. It's much important, the Berserker. Much more important, rather, the Berserker. Keeps up HP. We made it through. Chainmail and diving suit. Diving suit's interesting here. Chainmail plus 3 max HP. It's not bad. I'm not going to tell you it's bad. But diving suit. Replace the 2 right sides with the hero below's base sides. Important. Base sides. Not their treble sides. No, I mean, not their upgraded sides. So we would not get heal 2 boost, for instance, if we put this on the Squire. Oh, but if we put it on the Squire, then we have to change up a little bit else about the Squire as well. Am I comfy doing that? Is that what I want? Maybe I just want a random tier 4. Maybe I even just want Chainmail. 3 max HP ain't bad, especially on someone like the Fae. Yeah, you know what? Boom. Doing it. 3 max HP. Keep the Fae alive a little longer. We're up against multiple graves and even more bones. 2 graves, 3 bones. Evoker currently on the bottom line, looking like they're taking lethal. I'll do what I can do about that. Can I get an AoE? I would love it if we could. I don't really want the weaken on the Fae here. 2 damage or 1 damage Kelpie Cat are 2 things that I would be happy having on Ninja, though. Okay. I think I'm gonna just accept those rather than push and possibly really deeply regret it. So, here's my plan. I don't want there to be a bunch of bones out on the field because it actually is kind of difficult for me to kill them. So I'm going to weaken and weaken. I'm going to prevent each of those bones from summoning. I'm just going to defend the Evoker and hold on to the rest of my resources. So we lose a lot of HP, but the Graves lose 1 hit each. And, more importantly, we bank some resources for later. I do want the Ninja to push this if possible. But I'll settle. Again. Worth safety here. Okay. The Berserker takes out the bones that is attacking them, in doing so, reducing the HP of the grave directly above them as well. Faye's going to follow up by healing and increasing the side of the Ninja, who then throws that at the next bones in order to kill that grave. We follow up the drop to kill the next bones, and then a burst to finish off the grave. Monk, as well as the cleric. Interesting. So the monk has 2 sides that redirect all attacks to you, as well as shield 1 repel. Repel damages all enemies that are attacking the target. They also have a shield 2 cleanse. Having access to some cleanse is nice. It's also on offer with the cleric, the alternative we're being given here. I do like shield 1 repel, and I especially like it in situations where I can boost it, which we can do at the moment. So I'm going to take the monk. And unfortunately, I don't think these items are appropriate for the monk. You know, they might be appropriate for the ninja. I've got 2 other sides of the 1 damage copycat. I'm often pushing to try and get the 2 damage double use, but having access to 5 heal and 3 more max HP here is really impactful when we have this Berserker. Love it. Let's do it. We're up against a ghost, 2 courts, and an illusion. Okay. So if I desperately wanted to, I could... When I say desperately wanted to, if I wanted to at all, I could just prevent the illusions. Oh my god. If you roll a shield 1 repel, you can just drop 2 of the illusions off the field right now. Please. My god, please. You must. I mean a different sound, actually. Yeah, I guess this is okay. That's fine. I'll accept that hit. Evoker, what have you got for us? Bugger all. So the correct order here, because the ghost is going to be taking damage that I'm otherwise not really going to want it to take. So I attack the ghost with the ninja first, like I don't trigger any. And then the monk defends themselves, dealing 1 damage to the illusion, the courts, the ghost, and the illusion, taking out 2 illusions. The berserker follows up with 4 damage against the ghost, taking them out before they even do any damage themselves. And then the monk, yeah, it's probably the person I'm happy with taking this effect. So I will prevent the weaken from the quartz by weakening them too much to allow them to do it in the first place. You can't weaken me if you're too weak. Tap, 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 side of the noggin. 4 damage kills the cultist on the top line easily, and in fact the rest of this kills the cultist on the bottom. Alas, that will also kill my berserker, so I need to push the rolls to try and keep them alive. Well. Looks like the Berserker's going down no matter what I do right now. There may have been a solution to possibly not lose them there. This is fine by me. Oh, wow. Ruby. +2 to incoming healing, as well as +2 to empty max HP. On the Berserker? I think that's incredible. There's also Dragonhide gloves. Copy the middle left side onto the top and bottom. In particular, that would give us 2 more sides that are 2 mana on the Evoker, which really ridiculously increases their effectiveness for us. And then the Fae would also just get 2 sides that are also 2 damage weaken, which is nice, but I don't think is as essential. And takes away from other items she could be holding right now. I'm going to take the Ruby. It's a little bit of a default decision right now, but I think it's going to be significantly more impactful than this 2 of Hearts. I don't even think that's triggered. Not even once. Possibly. I don't know. I mean, the Berserker having Death Wish active on turn 1 is pretty sick. Ninja, you just go for a big heal on that target, bud. Monk, if you'll just redirect all of that nonsense to yourself, you take all of the poison no one else needs. No, I should push that to see if I get the Death Wish side. It's going to be so much better if I do. Now I'm not going to push it and see if I get nothing. And that just strikes the Banshee directly. And we heal the Berserker back up. Monk takes 2 poison here. Top lines take damage that doesn't really matter to them. 6 HP left on the Banshee, 4 HP left on both of the Imps. Oh, wait a second. Okay, I've got boost 2 and I've got the double strike from the Ninja. So the Ninja has the ability to take out both Imps right now. And then a drop, as well as both of those, is actually enough for the final kill too. Let's just follow this through. Drop, and bye-bye to the Banshee. Ooh. Absolute smorgasbord of keywords here. We've got, well, hang on. How long is that smorgasbord of keywords even going to be worth anything for us? When the Ninja upgrades, a lot of the effect here is going away. Oh, wow. Something that might not be going away, though. Actually, you know, I'll lead to that in just a sec. Okay, Curator on top has, you know, Pristine sides, Rampage sides, Cruel sides, Engage sides, Cantrip sides, and Death side. They've got a lot going on. The Unholy Strength is going to start very soon becoming a problem. This fight, not so much. Very small amounts of damage, and I can control it easily. But when there's enemies that are doing AoE hits that I don't really have the ability to deal with on a lot of different characters, the Fae will not be able to recover from that position. So what do I do? Maybe I give up on the Fae at this point. Not happily, mind, but I would get the Witch for my efforts. +3 mana, +1, or rather heal 1 boost, as well as heal 5 cleanse, a 1 damage weaken side, and a heal 3 cleave side. But the spell is maybe the most interesting part of this. Salve, for 1 mana, heal 2. There's no single use modifier or cooldown modifier on this. You can use this as many times as you'd like. It says heal 4 when it's used on the Berserker. It can be activated on turn 1 very effectively. We have a lot of empty max HP on characters. Yep. I think that's what I do. And I am quite mortified about losing out on the extra value from the... Hang on. Hang the flip on. This monk could just have shield 2 repel for this fight. Give the Two of Hearts to a different character. A little bit more chainmail over to the Evoker as well. The Monk will be redirecting hits themselves occasionally, but a 2 damage shield repel in an AoE fight like this, it can double dip so many times, triple dipping, quadruple dipping. It is taking all of the dip with a single cracker, baby. It's good. Well, efficient. Well, it could be a bit better here. We've only got one person deciding to target us. 2 people targeting the Evoker at the very least. Okay, which should probably push? I would really like a heal. I'll take the 3 mana. That's... 3 mana can be used to buy healing. Explain how! This'll work. Monk, you start off with the Evoker hit. Seems like 100% that has to happen. Then I need to individually just start taking our targets, so... 2 to you. 2 to you. We can use a drop to finish off the bones that was on the top line there. We can use the AoE hit as well as a burst to finish off this bones, saving a lot of damage on the Monk. We're also not going to summon the extra lich bones this round that we otherwise could have. Slightly different prioritization there would have gotten those. But I'd much prefer to just control the field, keep our characters healthy, minimize the impact of the lich on the incoming turns. So the ninja has locked 2 of their only useful spaces. I think it's legitimately time to actually roll out the heal 5 cleanse, which is attempting to summon this round. Sure. None of this will super help me. Actually, I guess heal 5 cleanse goes, yeah, other target and after this. So, heal 5 cleanse. The ninja now has access to their abilities yet again. Not too much to do with them. Monk defends themselves and so does the ninja. Yay. That's it. We got a lot more bones to target now. Wish I had more ways of dealing 4 damage, right? Oh, baby! Roll it into the ninja double hit again? That's a way of dealing 4 damage. If I had anything to cleanse, I would actually take that on the Monk right now. I really need to push for more damage again. Okay. I'm going to begin with Berserker striking down the top bones. I almost may actually send a drop just onto the lich here. Kind of excited to do that. Get him direct. And I guess I can also prevent a little bit of the incoming damage there. Bones. 1 less damage from you. Thank you. I mean, yeah, Monk, you can try and heal yourself there, or rather, try and defend yourself there. Not gonna be particularly effective with that supposedly useful die. Incredible mana, you don't turn that down. Incredible health, you don't turn that down. I may just lock this. This is good enough for me, I think. Let's go for a drop initially. Second, we'll defend the ninja. The entire bottom line was attacking the ninja. Okay, it makes sense why they were taking so much damage there. Enemies summoning a lot of bones, but that ninja is taking damage. I really do need the ninja to change class, though. I need more damage from that class quite desperately. That's good enough at the moment. Baby. Oh my god. Everyone's targeting the Berserker. That's perfect. Oh, I can give cleave to the ninja's effect there with the heal of the witch. Then strike down the next. Wait, hang on. No, we don't do drop first. Wait. Oh, no, of course. We need to use the shield to repel first. So that will completely change the field for us. I'm still going to use my cleave in basically the same areas. Heck, I'll even control it at the very end, burst a little bit more of that incoming damage away. Sorry, Lich, you're running out of resources here, bud. No more bones for you. It is eternally a no-bones day now. Okay, yeah. Drop for the top line, and then murder the other bones, just so that the AoE effect of those is what kills the backliner. It only feels appropriate. Dynamo, add single use and error to the two right sides. So single use, we can only use it once in battle. Error, it gains +1 each turn. We have nothing that synergizes with that at the moment, and I can't think... I mean, there are many things in the future that would possibly synergize with it that'd be good to use it with, but I can't think of any at the moment. The monk could get +1 to the shield to repel. I'm all about that. Let's give that the wrench. Shield 3 repel. Oh, incroyable. Weaken is still gonna be worth our time here? Yep, definitely. With the Cyclops and Slate. In fact, the Slate needs to take 5 individual instances of damage, so preventing 5 damage from them as well as dealing 1/5 of their HP bar, that's like such an effective action. What a dense action we get there. Love this, love this. 2 damage to well, I mean, 1 damage to the Gnoll, 1 damage to the Slate, 2 damage to the Cyclops for defending the Evoker. Incredible. Berserker! Yeah, I think I'll lock your 3 just because it's enough to kill the Gnoll without having to worry. So we defend the Evoker. The Berserker kills the Gnoll on the top line. We weaken the Slate twice, preventing all of its incoming damage, getting it almost dead. Oh my god. Again, just AoE hits for us exclusively? Love it. Push the roll a couple more times. See nothing on that one, that's fine. Okay, the monk again can defend basically anyone here and it'll be fine. If you defend the Berserker, I guess, I can then follow up with 2 cleave strikes, stunning the Cyclops as well as finishing off the Slate. Easy. I'll take the 3 mana. That's just a lock drop right, baby. 2 drops kills the Cyclops. Don't have to do anything else. Ludus versus Leader. I mean, I have been looking for damage. This is just straight up damage the Ludus is offering here. Sure, it's inconsistent. They have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5 to 6. It's up against the Leader. The Leader has 3 damage side, 3 damage side, a 2 damage Smith, as well as a 2 damage duplicate. Copy this onto all allied sides this turn, so if that just happened to be mega buffed in a way that made it worthwhile. We can give it a wrench. Have 3 damage propagate across the entire party. I mean, you know, it's not bad. Is it incredible? It's not bad. I really don't want to just take the Ludus, but I think I have to. The Leader forcing a character to reuse a die here is not exceptionally effective for us. I really don't want to lose the damage from the Berserker at the moment. The leader is currently a downgrade in damage. Their ability is to make other people more powerful. Leadership. Their ability is delegation. So we really would want to have other characters that are holding down the powerhouse for damage if we were going to do that. I'm going to take the ninja. Ooh! Ludus pick. Pick Ludus twice has unlocked a new monster. Soodle. Ludus backwards. They also have all the sides through 1 to 7. 1 to 7, 1 to 6. They have a 7-sided die. It's a very, very unique polyhedron. It's curved in specific places. It's wild. Those do exist. I know that those exist, like the irregular polyhedrons. You can make them. Just have to be very inventive about it. Core Hydra first. I don't know if I want to throw the big heart onto another character at this point. +3 empty max HP and then the big... No, I think we are done with the Seedling, the Rusty Plate, and the Big Heart. I have to say, I was very, very pleased with being able to take a challenge and actually succeed with it, and then take those items and make use of them. It's so novel. Let's do it. Core on the top line has 7 health. Hydra needs to be attacked 5 times in a single turn to die. Okay, the monk can hit the target in the back line if they use their repelling effect, as well as keeping someone from dying. If I can get 5 damage on Ludus, I could kill the core with just that and the AoE. But do I want to roll past 4? That's our 3rd best side on Ludus. Actually, saying it out loud makes me feel silly. You do roll past it. Okay, we got drop. That's fine. Not taking Death Wish this round. Push. Dang. All right, Ludus. That kind of didn't work out super well there, but that's fine. Ludus attacks core once. The monk defends the witch. A single drop is now 4 damage against the core, which had retreated to the back line, which was the difficulty there in accessing it. I don't need to do anything else at this point. I can just hold. I was considering blasting out a couple heals there, but we don't need to. Oh, I would love access to the weaken this round if you would. Game, please. Defend and attack. That's 2 attacks. Attack. I actually have lethal in hand here. So it is Monk defend thyself, Ludus attack, Berserker attack, burst, and 1 more for the road. Goodbye Hydra. Hello core eggs. Kill 10 cores, gives us a new monster. I'm actually going to look at this one for just a second because it's super interesting. I have seen this one on mobile already. The core egg has 4 max HP. They have 3 sides that are blank and 3 sides that say summon a core, death. So they hatch. You have to decide whether you focus them instantly in order to prevent them from hatching, or die. Rewards. Sharp Wit. Replace mana/mana gain sides with basic damage sides, retaining their keywords and triple their values. Or Charge Link. Add charged and single use to the top and bottom sides. Charged and single use. Oh, wow. A charged weaken or a charged burst would just end a fight. But Sharp Wit, though, triple their values. So the Evoker would be dealing 9. Importantly, the Evoker hasn't leveled up yet, so we still have a mage level up that we could plan around what items we have that might assist in specific ways. I want to do it. I really do. I have to. I must. I absolutely must. Baby, that's damage. A 9 damage hit. Ludus wishes they could. We should also get the 2 of Hearts out on a different character at this point, noting that it is still useful. Obviously, overkill is the name of the game here. If we can overkill that ghost by a decent amount, I would love it. Oh my god. So the ghost has 6 HP. The Evoker just rolled their 9. That kills the ghost and makes both bandits on either side flee. Incredible. Could not have been better. Kind of messes up the rest of the turn, actually. Because now I just have to focus on these other two bandits, so things like 3 shield repel are less effective. I guess I should accept healing and then continue to roll for the Berserker to have a self-damaging side as well. Oh, baby. To have a self-damaging side as well. Yeah, I guess that's okay. So Evoker murders the ghost, absolutely obliterates the ghost, sends them into outer space, brings them back just to taunt them and send them back again. The witch is also going to be kept safe here by the monk. Knowing this fight isn't going particularly long makes this much easier for us to do. Done rolling on those. No need to push that. I see all of the damage points, and I send them at the enemy. Brawler versus Valkyrie here. So Monk currently is the reason, Hoobastank's the reason we are still alive. The ridiculous impact of being able to shield a target for 3 as well as hit all of the targets that are attacking that target for 3, regardless of whether or not they're in the backline. It cannot be underestimated, the impact of that. It is monumental. Buddy. I want damage, but the Berserker becoming the Brawler seems like a decrease in potential damage for us at this point. I don't have any trinkets that would make hitting the back line very effective for us, so these rampages are most often going to go unused. 3 damage self-shield, also not particularly useful here. Valkyrie does have shield 2 rescue, and that would also be able to hold a wrench, so it would be shield 3 rescue, and I would be able to possibly propagate that across the entire party. One single shielding side with no cleanses at all? That hurts. But maybe the Valkyrie is the right choice here because I just need more damage. The Valkyrie is offering some of that. I will, in the late game, need the ability to revive my characters. Ludus has 6 max HP. They're not getting more powerful past that point. I'm taking it. I'm taking Valkyrie. I'm gonna regret this so much. I'm doing it, and I'm gonna be sad. +1 to shields and healing, +1 to the middle row. Hang on. If I take off the max HP from the Evoker, give me 1 second here. Yeah, the Evoker rolls 6s, 9s, and 12s. Yep, that's worthwhile. That's what we call WW. I had to remember that worthwhile started with W and had a W in the middle rather than started with a W and had an H in the middle. Worthwhile. Yeah, Troll King, it's time for us to go. Pop up your dukes, buddy. I'm ready to take him down. Yeah, there's the slate dying in a single attack from this. The shield has already come in clutch. The boost would be pretty good for the shield as well. Not necessary in this instance, mind. Yeah, drop to be able to kill the archer on the top line. Incredible. My god, the damage, Evoker. Dude! Going full Battlemage. I love it. Okay. 1 hit to you. Let's rescue the Ludus. Get the ability to use that action again. Take that drop. I mean, all the damage goes against the Troll King here. Understandably, I hope. Oh, I'm so pleased. Troll King's gonna die this round to the Evoker. Oh, that's so good. Okay. I really want the Valkyrie to roll the rescue shield. It would be hilarious how large of an impact that would have. That's 6. That's enough to kill the Troll King by itself. Okay. So, Troll King go down. Big heal. Oh, of course the Evoker Evoker can't get healed like that, but the Valkyrie can just say, Evoker, don't die. And the Evoker dutifully decides not to. The Evoker, of course, still holding the Unholy Strength. Hey, that's definitely pulled its weight in this fight. I will hear nothing to the alternative. My God. It's so good. Get that slate. All right. Fairy Dust. Replace blank sides with +3 mana. They also have one craft. Replace all sides with single-use mana sides retaining their original value and keywords. So, someone else may have also realized at the same time as I did what this means. Sure, I'm going to lose out on 3 damage from the highest hit here. However, Fairy Dust, put that instead of that, and now the Evoker is full Battlemage. 9 damage, 9 damage, 9 damage, 9 damage, 6 damage, or 3. 3 is their low roll, 9 is their high roll, and it's 4 sides of their die. I love it. I couldn't be happier. Does anyone else now want to hold on to the Unholy Strengths? Honestly, there is a part of me that does want to put it on the Valkyrie. Give the additional +1 to the shields. The ability to heal or bring back 3 allies at the same time, kind of fine. 5 damage, kind of fine as well. The Valkyrie mainly defends themselves, not with armor or being healed, but with hopefully shield. Well, actually, no. No, the Valkyrie needs to live the longest because she needs to be able to use the revive at the very end. Ah, of course. So that means no. That item does not go on that character, and in fact, that would have caused big problems. We're fine now. Demon Hydra Zombie. Ooh. Big damage. The Berserker has enough to instantly kill a target. The Evoker just has 9, which is normal for them. Don't die this turn. I mean, I could tell someone not to die this turn. I don't think anyone is going to die this turn, so I don't think it'll be particularly effective. Well, actually, hang on. It's not that I don't think it'll be particularly effective. I think it will be incredibly effective. I just don't think it's necessary. Actually, you're kidding me. The Hydra is just targeting the Berserker? It actually might be essential. Yeah. Well, Valkyrie really came to play. What can I say? 2 instances of damage. 2 instances of large damage as well. Ability to possibly save the Evoker if I need to. Oh, and it does. Okay. Hydra now has 2 HP. I don't even care about attempting to do the 5 hits to the Hydra. I'm just gonna go directly for the body mass. Ludus, you deserve to finish that off with the high roll there. What? This isn't okay. It's too much damage. Oh no, which do I do? Okay, Barbarian, 10 damage, death, you die. I can prevent that with the Valkyrie. Although I think, will it still do a bunch of damage to me? Don't know yet. We have so much set up for the Berserker that it's hard to think the Barbarian is not the follow-up that we should take here. 8 damage pain, 6 damage pain, 4 damage pain. They've got 2 damage bloodlust there as well. However, it's up against the Sorcerer. And the Sorcerer has cantrip mana. You know what that means? Sharp Wit. Replace all mana sides with basic damage sides, retaining their keyword and triple their values. That means this is 3 damage cantrip, 3 damage cantrip, 3 damage cantrip, and then on the other sides, 9 damage, because we would still have the Fairy Dust. That's so good. Wait, is it? Is it significantly better than how the Evoker is right? No, it's not. Oh my god. In a vacuum, yeah, that's really cool. Is it much better than the Evoker is currently? No. Just no. Basilisk, a Fanatic, and a Sniper. Oh, 2 other snipers here to boot. Oh my god. Yeah, Ludus is really being cut down here. Push that roll. I mean, ultimately, the Valkyrie needs to defend Ludus this round or Ludus dies. Well, I guess hopefully we hope to revive them next round then. Unless I try to kill the Fanatic before they actually act. Yeah, it's still not even enough to save them. Yeah, so that's a really bad idea to do then, if I wanted to deal with this enemy, right? The Fanatic is already going to be taking that much damage themselves, so I'll just let them die against Ludus without wasting more resources than are necessary. Very little HP on the enemy's remains. Any reasonable rolls should be able to push through a majority of them. Bring that character back. Hey, nice. Take out the Basilisk. I murder... Oh boy. Guess the Sniper. And then bring back Ludus. And then we lose the Witch instead. Ooh. I don't know if I like how that turned out. So, yeah, Ludus is going to go into the next fight with half HP. This is something I was interested with, right? If you, like, don't let an enemy flee and then decide to revive, I guess, revivify, reincarnate, that's the word I'm looking for. Bring back from the dead. If you decide to do that, do they lose the defeated modifier for the next round of having half HP? No, they keep it. Oh, these could be interesting. Angel Feather adds rescue to the top and bottom sides. Having rescue on target ally cannot be killed this turn? Seems insane to me. There's also the Boarhide Braces, improve the top and bottom sides. That would also be pretty good for the Witch. 3 boost with 3 damage, weaken, but I think minimal when compared to the possibility of giving the entire party an inability to die. I'm sorry, you are now allergic to being deceased. A lot of enemies on the field. I wish I had more HP. Oh boy. Valkyrie, could you roll a... I'm so ready to see that resolve. Okay, Ludus, that's a good enough side for you. I also think we should probably get a heal out of the Witch here. 3 health for the Ludus as well as more health for the Barbarian. Barbarian, do you want to roll a damage side here? That actually, it's one of your worst damage sides. Never mind, you roll. There we go, that's good enough. In fact, that's good enough to take out a core before it acts. Before it even goes into the back line and flees. Only 6? Bugger. Can't believe we low rolled this hard. Okay, rescue. Oh, I'm so pleased. Then I would like to kill the one that is attacking the Barbarian in return. Five damage against either of those Fanatics has them dead in the next round, but I could also prevent the inflict pain against they're gonna inflict pain on the Barbarian. Add pain to the target's sides for a turn. Oh, what a change of pace for the Barbarian. I don't think so. We attack the Fanatics each. We heal up what we can. And we make sure the Witch doesn't die, even though she wasn't at all in risk of doing so. The key to this fight is definitely controlling the cores. They're the ones in the back line doing all of the damage. Until, you know, a bunch of bones are summoned. And then the key is something else. Yeah, let's take one of your sides that already has pain on it by default, if possible. Barbarian. Love it. Rescue! Valkyrie's so good! No one is allowed to die. I've heard that heroes seldom do. in fact so rarely as to be indistinguishable from never. Let's murder both of those top targets. Then I'll drop there and then attack one more for fun. They are summoning bones at this point, but if basically every character on my field has a way to deal with bones, and exceptionally effectively at that. Oh my god. Oh god, it's so good! Valkyrie! Rescue, 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 rescue! I think in this fight, Valkyrie has now saved 10 lives? Love it. Okay, Bloodlust is going to get reactivated as soon as I take this attack against anyone, so we'll do that there. Bloodlust is now activated to give this the ability to almost kill that wisp. Following up, this bones kills the wisp, and then we drop to kill the remaining bones. Last legs. Win a fight with 4+ heroes on 1 HP. We got the Relic. Has +1 to all sides if you're on exactly 1 HP. I love how, like, the base game is trying to just get you on page with, okay, these are all of the kind of mechanics in the game. These are the, you know, here it is. And then as you demonstrate proficiency at the game, as you demonstrate experience in the game, this is a normal thing that games do that I'm just gushing about here. It's introducing more unique ways for those mechanics to manifest that make you think more deeply. That's just how games normally do it. I guess I'm just glad that it's going so good in this game. Oh no. So the Evoker's sides are big damage right now. How the ever? Sharp Wit says, replace mana/mana gain sides with basic damage sides, retaining their keywords and triple their values. So the Ghast would offer us the ability to, you know, get 15 damage but die. 3, you know, not great. The Wizard, however, this becomes 3 damage mana gain. Because it's already a mana gain side, so it just becomes triple its value and retains its keyword, mana gain. This becomes attack for 6, mana gain. And then we have 2 sides that are also just still 9 damage. I am absolutely going for the Wizard here. Huh? Hang on. Replaces mana/mana gain sides with basic damage sides. Yeah, that's fine. Retaining their keywords and triple their value. So why? What's happening here? Why have I not got mana gain as a keyword on those? Replace mana/mana gain sides. This is a mana gain side, this is a mana gain side, this is a mana gain side. All of them get replaced. All of that's happening appropriately. Then comma, retaining their keywords and triple their values. And it doesn't do it like that. That's heartbreaking. That really hurts. I really wish I could go back and unmake that decision and just decide not to upgrade. The Wizard does not retain mana gain on... Oh, hang on, what's the name of the item? I'm gonna have to go back to it, 1 second. Trying to be a responsible human. Sharp Wit. I hope this is a situation where I've just passed the mechanics incorrectly and it's just me, but if not, I would like to still make sure. The Wizard does not retain the keyword mana gain. Oh, it doesn't have time. Wizard loses mana gain with... Oh god, Sharp Wit, I think it's called. There we go. Sent it. Time to fight Hexia. Final enemy available here to us. Man, I do feel like this fight would be like an easy win if not for what just happened, but now I do feel a little more pressed, admittedly. Just a touch. This chainmail is just +4 max HP, and it should have been on someone the entire time. Oops, oops, oops. Maybe. Okay, Ludus, that's your best side. You'll take it. No one else has reasons to hold these. Roll. Best side for the wizard. Valkyrie doesn't need that right now. Best side for the witch. Roll. Yeah, could have been better, could have been worse. Okay, the wizard's 9 damage. Takes the demon down to 3, which can then follow up with the barbarian in order to slay. Preventing them from summoning an imp in the first place. Great. Yeah, I guess that's what we do then. Hold on to 3 mana for the next turn, and just take out, I guess, the imp that's doing poison, because I'm going to have a lot of difficulty managing that over the course of this fight, otherwise. Valkyrie do nothing for turn 1, that's fine. Ludus, oh, we lost all except for the worst sides. Okay, we are gonna need to unpetrify Ludus, so we're gonna need the cleanse side. My god, immediately got it, thank you. The bones on the bottom line is the one that is attacking the wizard, so we know that we can prevent that with just this barbarian's attack, and I think that's more than good enough. I'm gonna bring back the wizard after I kill the wizard this round. Just watch me! So here's how we go. We bring the Ludus back. You can now do stuff. Ludus, you kill the imp. Barbarian, you follow up and take out Bonds. Then, Hexia has Pain Mirror on hit. Attacker takes equal damage to me. And you also have whenever mana are spent, deal that much damage to the bottom line. So I'll do a burst, because I know I can just do it for free right now. Then the wizard kills you, and then Valkyrie brings the wizard back. This one came to play, buddy. Sorry, he's not leaving just yet. I mean, the Valkyrie can save herself. Oh, she can save herself and then prevent the barbarian from dying to a 10 damage hit that the barbarian is capable of doing at the instance. It's so good. I'll take the extra 3 there. Oh my god! I just realized what that is! Okay. Here we go. Valkyrie, defend thyself. Valkyrie, defend the barbarian. Barbarian, 10 damage to the Hexia, please. You tried to die, you are undying. 3 mana, inspire the barbarian. They can do it again. Murder him! And that's all they wrote. And now it's our whole party up against one remaining demon here. I need not have been as worried as I was, but Sharp Wit definitely came into its own. Despite the downgrade. Get him, wizard. Loot mode! We've unlocked loot mode. Complete any mode with 12 plus items unlocks a mode called loot mode. I don't know what that mode means. However, I am noticing current streak 4, best streak 4. This number is pretty close to where I would want it to be to suddenly start thinking about how I can approach hard mode in this game. Or maybe other modes like loot even. For the moment though, my name is Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Slice and Dice. Top left is a series playlist of roleplay content in the game past, present, and future. Again, this is a series that I am attempting to make as a daily series, and YouTube has not felt particularly good about my performance stats with non-daily series of late, so consistency would help. Like, comment, etc. Thank you, bye!